thinking about reflecting on the whole year, on 2025, which has gone in the blink of an eye. But actually, so much has probably happened. And without looking back and intentionally pausing, we might miss some lessons or um, some of the things that have brought us joy, some of the challenges that we've been through and we have created resilience for ourselves. We might miss some of that as we move into the new year. And of course, by looking back, we can set some lovely, meaningful intentions for ourselves. So we're briefly going to start by thinking about that today. As always, this is your space, so do what you need as you need it. Cameras on, cameras off. Contribute your reflections if you want to into the chat. There's absolutely no pressure to do so. As I said, this session is being recorded, so do keep that in mind as we go through today. Journaling is your private practice, so try to sort of release any judgment that you're feeling about yourself or your writing this morning. Recognize yourself for showing up here. You're already gifting yourself space and time. You're saying yes to yourself at the start of the day, and just see how that carries through your day today. As I mentioned, we're going to be looking back with our journaling prompts when we get to them. As you all know, if you're familiar with this space, we start by some wild writing, a freestyle journaling technique, similar to Julia Cameron's The Morning Pages, if you're familiar with the artist's way, where she talks about a stream of consciousness onto the page, just letting go, whatever that is, whatever's on your mind in that moment. And that might be full sentences, it might be words, it might be bullet points, it might not make any sense, it might just be drawings or doodling, however you feel in that moment. So we're going to start here today, and you might have something on your mind that feels really pressing, might be worrying about something or conscious of something that's happening later today. You might not have really thought about what's on your mind as yet. So this is a free space to just let whatever you're carrying onto the page. No rules, no guidance, no prompts. And this may feel challenging to start with the blank page. So just see how you get on. And we're just going to do this for 5 minutes. So it's a contained amount of time. And maybe you just need to sit and think to start with, just to ground yourself here before you can put pen to paper. I'm going to look after the time, so you don't need to worry about that. We'll come back together in 5 minutes. Just bringing you back as and when you feel ready. How was that for you this morning? Have you noticed in your notes? Again, no need to share any content with us, but your reflections on how you've shown up to your journaling practice today. Did that flow? Was it a bumpy ride? Did it take a while to get started? Sometimes the words flow with ease and it sort of falls out onto the page. And sometimes it can be a slower start. So lovely. Yeah, thank you for sharing. A lot coming up about work, but felt clarifying to see it on the page. Yeah. It gets so jumbled up here, doesn't it? It can feel really heavy. Just taking that 5 minutes can just help organize some things, identify maybe what's challenging us, what's worrying us. Lots of compassion. Love that, Claire. And Janine, a good time to reflect on recent issues. Connect with positive words. Being with magnitude and elegance. That is super beautiful. And sharing it felt very muddled, and then a theme developed. That's really interesting. Love it when we can pick out themes. And that, I think, is the beauty of seeing it on the page. Sometimes we don't connect the dots when we're just carrying it all around. It can feel a big jumbled mess. And then there is something about connecting that pen to paper, slowing down. We can't write as fast as we can think often. And we can notice themes and patterns. Brilliant. Thank you all for sharing that. We are going to move into the theme of today and be gentle with yourself on this one. If you're not really feeling it, hold that lightly. We're thinking about 2025. What has happened this year? Oh my goodness, it's gone in the blink of an eye. And my writing was just feeling very reluctant about looking too far in advance. But it's really nice to look back, even when we've had a challenging time. I know for lots of people, it's been a heavy year, lots of challenges, lots of obstacles. But there's always so much learning in that about ourselves, about who we want to spend time with, about, the strength that we have in us to carry on and overcome some of these challenges. So we do look back before we move forward. And so today the prompts are offering you that just gentle pause for you to start to think about what's happened for you this year with intention, with gratitude. I'm sure there is lots to be grateful for within that. So as we know, our prompts can bring in different perspectives. Some of these questions you probably wouldn't have been thinking about today if it wasn't for a prompt. But it can just start to invite some new thinking, and you might take that forward into the rest of your day or your week. So we're just going to have a couple of minutes on each today. And if you land on a prompt and you want to carry on writing with that prompt for longer than I've allowed, then just do carry on with that same prompt. Do what feels right for you in this moment. We've got about 5 prompts to think about today. So this first one coming up is when you look back over your year, what do you feel most aligned with? And if you're ready to move on, but no rush whatsoever, what are the moments that stand out for you that made you smile over the last 12 months? For the third prompt there, what's a challenge that you've overcome? Next up, what habits, roles, beliefs, patterns are you ready to release before the new year? And finally, an invitation there to consider how would you like to begin 2026? Hey, bringing you back as and when you feel ready to stop. And if you have more time, please continue. What a lovely gift to yourself. How did you find that today with the prompts, the looking back? Quite handy prompts, actually. Just to start that reflection, looking back so we can move forward with greater intention. How was that for you? Did you enjoy the prompts today or prefer the freer style of writing? Love that, Tanya. Yeah, the punctuating 2025, that's lovely. Just to have it, yeah, kind of neatly tied up a little bit, I think, before we start the new year. Very positive, brilliant. I'm pleased to you've sprinkled a little bit of positivity to start your day. We are rapidly running out of time. I've got a couple of requests. Just a huge thank you. This is the last journaling workshop of the year. So thank you to everybody who's been here today or any time throughout the year. It is just absolutely one of my favorite spaces to be. I love starting the day with you all. If you want to contribute at all or donate anything to Mind, that is who I support with these sessions here. Just, yeah, absolutely no pressure to do so. But if you would like to, I've popped the link in the chat for you. These sessions will be continuing next year. I have now put the dates together and we're starting on the 12th of January. So a little bit later for that first one, just to give us a little bit of time to settle into the new year. I feel like I will be grateful for a slower start. So the next session is on the 12th of January. Would absolutely love to see you there. So the link again for that one is in the chat. And I will follow up with an email to you all after this session, as always. And in there, I've got a little short feedback form. If you're happy to share your thoughts on these sessions, and to share any themes that you would like to cover in future, then please do put your feedback on that form. Finally, just to wish you all, I think this might be the first time I'm saying this, a wonderful rest of your year, a calm Christmas, a calm and peaceful month when it arrives, and just hope you all manage to continue some journaling and really, really look after yourselves. You all hold me accountable, you all keep me here, keep me showing up. So thank you all for sharing your energy with me today. Take care, everybody.